Yeah, let's talk about the earnings call.
Sure, go for it.
So one thing we discussed going in was that Tesla's cash position was going to build by 5 billion. That's just one of these where I put my finger in the air and 5 billion, and that's exactly what we got. Cash and short-term investments increased by 5 billion.
Hmm.
So when they don't put it exactly in cash, they buy some treasuries that are maybe a year out, and those are short-term investments. So those count. So that was a big benefit. Earnings were a little lower than expected, but we got some tidbits I really liked.
Okay.
One, I'd say the biggest one was thinking about how good version 14 is
Okay.
of self-driving. Like it's really good today. And I actually have my hands on it now. So we'll talk about that in a second, Randy. Um, but Elon said on the call that the 10x parameter count model is still to come.
Right.
So, and this makes sense because one of the AI um, engineers who came from Waymo, his name is Charles Key, QI. He talked about how version 14, because of the longer context window, you know, people aren't, he was talking about in the very early days of version 14 coming out, that there's more for people to see and experience that they haven't seen yet.
Right.
But they haven't been talking about a 10x parameter count model.
Right.
So it sounds like on this point, Elon is correct. So, version 14.1 does not have the 10x
Mhm.
parameter count model. I think that's
Yeah.
extremely exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. So that means we've got all that X to go.
We don't know if it'll make it better by another order of magnitude or not, but it's very clear that version 14 is 100 to 1,000 times better than version 13. And we'll talk about that in a second. But now we have potentially like another 10x. It's just like they need to figure out how to architect the software to do all that.
Right.
So Elon talked about a software rewrite on the call, probably to get it to dot two, or maybe it's dot three
Hmm.
on 14.3.
Right. Yeah. Which he said, I think dot 3 will have reasoning,
Reasoning.
which will be part of this available space. We'll be able to get enough room to put in reasoning.
And the example he gave was around parking,
Yeah.
where it will look at the parking lot, see how full it is, and make a decision on where to park.
Right. And
If
because it
it's
has
super
eight
full,
eyes, and because it has 8 eyes
yeah, it's got
going
eight
in all
eyes.
directions, it can find a parking lot better than you, about parking space better than you can.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, that was extremely exciting. Um, it sounds like Optimus is coming in earnest late next year, but that they'll have a prototype in the first quarter. That's the Elon goal right now.
Right.
He called Optimus 2 very hard to manufacture. So
Right.
hopefully Optimus 3 is, or the one they're unveiling is easier to manufacture.
Well, if they're already buying the equipment, I think they probably have a lot of it dialed in.
Hopefully. But he did warn people that, and this was a Wall Street analyst, that he doesn't, the design isn't going to be locked. They're going to iterate once they start making it. And he said, you don't know until you actually start making it. Some things may need to change. So
Sure.
it's like your battle plan going in, and you can use AI and your 3D models or 4D models to design your manufacturing plant. Scott Walter's company, Visual Components, makes this type of software. You could do all that or use NVIDIA's Omniverse, but it's only until you actually start making it that you know what it's actually going to be like to make it
Okay.
and
You
what
don't
adjustments you have to make.
you don't know anybody named Adebola Equinajabi, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay, they want to come into the they want to come into the room with us, but I don't know anybody by that name. So I'm not sure how they got got my Zoom information. But okay, I just in case you had invited somebody or somebody
The
knew.
Nigerian prince, Adi, he wants
Wants to join us.
someone trustworthy to handle some money for him. If only we give him some money
That's
first.
right. That's right. Okay, so sorry, I lost track when I saw that because we don't normally have interlopers trying to bang down the door to get into the room.
Mm, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that's